Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and in this video I will be explaining you a concept of binary search, and in this video I will solve this question of binary search with the help of the recursive method. So let's see how to solve this recursively. So before diving into the explanation of this question, first I will explain you what binary search is. So if we have given the array of elements or array of integers, and if we want to find out whether the particular element is present in this array or not, so binary search is a concept which will make this thing did for us in O of log n time complexity. Okay, but the only condition which binary search needs to follow is the array should be given in the sorted order. So if it is given in the sorted order, then only we can find the element present in this array or not in O of log n time complexity. Suppose if we want to find the element 10 present in this our binary search or not, so what it gonna do is it will find the middle element and it will check with the element which we need to find. Suppose the middle element of this array is this 7. Okay, so it will compare this 7 with this 10. If it is not equal, then it has to make decision whether it has to move to the left or move to the right for search of this element. The decision it should be made with the help of the formula which we have. If the middle element is greater than the element which we need to find. So in this case we are sure that the element which we are at currently is greater than the element which we need to find. So surely it will lie on the left side of the array. Therefore we will explore the left side. Otherwise, if it is less than the element which we need to find, then we will explore the right side of the array. Suppose in this case we have the middle element 7 that is less than 10. Therefore we need to explore the right side of it. When we explore the right side of it, we found out that the middle element for the right side is this 15. So we are completely ignoring this search. So we are reducing our search space half by each iteration. So after each iteration our search space will be halved. Therefore it will take O of log n time. Now our search space will be this half, this right half. So we will find out the middle element is 15 and we will check that this is the element, this is greater than the element which we need to find. Therefore surely it should be in the left side of the array. Okay, so there are two sides, left side and right side, but we are sure that it should be present in the left side array, or if it not present, then only we will explore the left side. So when we come to the left side, we have found out that the middle element for this particular subarray which has only one element 4 is that only. So we will compare this, that this 10 is equal to this 10. So we found out that we have the element present in this array. So in this way the concept of binary search works. So therefore it takes off log n, because in each search it will narrow down our search space by half. So now let's see how to solve this in a recursive manner. Okay, suppose if I call this binary search on this particular array with start index, the end index. Okay, I have ignored the rest of the variable which are common, like we have to search k and all, that also I need to pass in this function, but for the sake of simplicity I have taken only the start index and the end index. Now in this case what we need to find, the first task we need to do is we need to find the middle element. So the middle element in this case is start plus end minus start by 2. So I have used this formula to find the middle element instead of the formula like start plus end by 2, because there are chances that this value start plus end will go out of the bound. Therefore we have used this formula for finding the middle element. So once we find the middle element, we found out that the middle element using this formula is 3. So we will compare this, the element present at this 3 with the k. It is less than this. Therefore we have to explore the right side. So when we explore the right side, we have to insert the arguments of middle plus 1 element, that is 4th element till 7th element, because our search space will be from this only to this 7th element. So when this is called, we again find the middle element. The middle element in this case is now 5. So the value present at this index 5 is 15, so we will check that 15 is greater than 10. So we will now explore the left side. So for exploring the left side, the start should be same and the end should be middle minus 1, that is 4. So now we will apply binary search on 4 4, so that is this element. So we'll compare that this 10 is equal to that 10. So therefore in this case we have found out the element, therefore we will return true from here. Okay, so once we return true from here, this will also return true, and this will also return to the main function. Okay, so effectively this should indicate that we have found out the element. And for storing the index at which we have found out our element, what we are going to do, we are going to pass one variable named ind, that is index by reference, and in that variable we will store our index, and therefore we got our index also. So in this case, one thing you need to keep in mind is either the left part or the right part. In any part, if we found out this element, this will return 2. See, at the end what we are going to return? We are going to return L or R. So this will indicate that either the left part should be 2 or the right part should be 2. If any one of this should be 2, then the answer is true only. That means that we have found out the element. So this will be more clear with the help of the code. I will show you in the code. Now let's analyze the time complexity for this case. As I have showed you that binary search takes off log n times, because in each iteration the search space is narrowed down to half, like first this or either this will explore one of these two part, after that it will explore another half part, and so on. Therefore time complexity is of log n. And when we see the space complexity in this case will also be O of log n, because in worst case what we're gonna do is the internal stack which we have in our system, it will fill out with let's say binary search on 07, then it will call binary search on 47 and so on. So it can also fill up in O of log n. Therefore the space and time complexity for this recursive approach of finding the element in this array or not using binary search takes O of log n time complexity, and it takes O of log n space complexity. So now let's see how to code this. So now I will show you the recursive approach for solving this question. In the input we have provided with an array. I have taken the vector that is a dynamic array, so I have inserted the value in increasing order only. That means the values are sorted by default. If it is not sorted, then first thing you need to do is you need to sort them using any sort function or with your own function. Okay, so after that what I'm going to do is I have take one index variable which will keep track of our index at which the element can be found, and I have taken k which will represent that what element we need to find. Let's say suppose in the beginning I have showed you in the example that we need to find the element 10. Now see this function, recursive function of finding the element. Okay, so we have this function BSR, that is binary search recursive. In that I have passed one array, the start variable or the start index and the end index, and the k represent that which element we need to find, and index is a variable which will store our index at which we found out the element. So in each recursive call you have to keep in mind that whenever you write any recursive function call, you have to write the base condition. So if you forget to write the base condition, then there are chances that it will fall into infinite loop. Okay, so this is the base condition. That means if start at any point of time reaches or exceeds the end index, then we will simply return false from here. Okay, so this is the base condition. After that, as I have showed you in the example also, that for each iteration or for each recursive call, we have to first find the middle element which we need to explore. Once we find out the middle element, we have to compare the element present at that middle index with the k which we need to find. If that middle element is equal to k, then we will simply update our index variable with mid, because we have found out that element and it is present at this mid index, and we have to simply return 2 from here. 2 shows that we have found out the element. Otherwise we need to explore either the left part or the right part. So I have taken 2 variables L and R, which is initially false. That means we have not explored yet, or we have not found out the element in either the left part or the right part. So we have taken this variable for that purpose. And what part we need to explore is depend on this condition. That means if the middle element represented by this mid index is greater than k, that means let's say if this is a middle element, if it is greater than k, so we are sure that we have to find our element in the left part. Therefore we are updating our L with the recursive call BSR. In that we have inserted the start location as st and the end location is mid -1, because this is the mid and we have to check from this start location till this mid -1. So that's the end index. And if this recursive call functions true, then this L is updated with 2, else R is updated with either true or false. So from these 2 conditions, only one will going to happen, and it breaks the space into 2 parts, in which only we explore the 1 parts. Therefore the search space will be half in each iteration. At the end, whatever part is explored, we have to return L or R. So if either we have found out element in the left part or in the right part, it will return 2. So while using this OR operator, we know that if any one of this part is true, then the answer is true. So it will return 2 from here. Okay. Now the time complexity in this case is O of log n, because it will divide the search space into half, and we need to explore half search space in each iteration. And this internally shows the stack, which can go maximum of O of log n. Therefore the time and space complexity in this case is O of log n. Now let's see the working of this code. Okay, if we run this code, this will compile successfully, and when we run it, we have found out that it will show that we have found our element, that is 1. So 1% we have found, and it shows the index that we found out that our element is at index 4. So as I have showed you here also, so index is start from 0. So this is the 0th index, first index, second index, third index and fourth index. So we are sure that it is found at index 4. So this is a recursive approach for finding the element in an array using the binary search. So in the next video, I will show you how to do this using non-recursive method. So the advantage of non-recursive method is the internal stack which we are using, we are not using in that solution. So we'll see that solution in later video. So till then, thank you. If you have any doubt, just let me know. Okay, thank you.